Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Hi. If you have been here before, you might have noticed that I have taken some time off. And by some time, I mean a lot of time. Life has been chaotic, but I am back with a vengeance. And ready to bring you guys some more up-to-date readings. In true spirit fashion, I've been drawn to a couple cards or a couple card decks that I haven't touched in years. So I am a card collector of many descripts of both Oracle, Tarot, and just playing cards. I love cards. And so it's not uncommon for me to purchase a card deck because it looks pretty and not be spiritually called to it. So that's the case. I got called so this Halloween Oracle deck, which is spooky, is Halloween. I did like a 1-by-1 reveal and talk about 1 year when I first got it, like in the lead up to Halloween. I pulled a card every day from that deck because it's just it's spooky. I love it. It's rad. But it very, very rarely gets called for readings, and I think I've probably pulled it maybe 3-4 times in the 10 years I've had it. I'm just saying. Maybe not 10 years, but it'll be pretty close. Also, for the record, the incense, sorry if we get smoky and weird. I've moved into a new office, so everything's rearranged, everything's in a different spot. And we're just kind of figuring it out as we go. It's the first time I've really been able to record while I'm doing it. The other one I've gotten called to is the Enchanted Map. This is the back of them and the front of them. They've been pulled a few more times. I was called to those ones for one specific reading, and that was it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from the books a lot today, because those two I wanted particularly to read from the books from. But then I'm also using the Soul Mirror Oracle today, and I love the book for these. Oh, she's gorgeous. I just love this deck that I feel like I have to read from the book for it. I'll give my opinions on all of them as we go, but we will also get from the deck. So I'm going to stop rambling, I'm going to get in the zone, and we're going to pull some cards. Okay. We're going to start with our Soul Mirror Oracle. I'm really interested to see what comes out for us, because we've just come out of the eclipse season. We've had eclipse after eclipse. We've had some really significant social events. The Schumann resonance has been really crazy lately. If you haven't seen it, I'll post it on my Instagram and stuff. But they've been showing people. They've been showing the outlines of people. It's really, really insane, and they just keep coming, and they're getting closer and closer. They look like they're coming toward sick. It's so sick. But so we have teaching. This came out in reverse. Well, it came out sideways, which typically means reverse, but this is the one I laughed at, because the eclipse season has been pulling this out for me. The reverse is withholding teaching. So you have the knowledge, the information, and you've not been offering it. For whatever reason, that's fine. I'm not saying you're not allowed to, but I think it's time that we're transitioning back into offering those things again. I definitely withheld for rest reasons and having to recenter myself. I've gone through a lot in the last year. And just having to put myself in the right space to be able to offer these kinds of things or healings or like that. There's a lot of that where I've energetically been wobbled in the last year. And that might be a similar case for you where, like, I don't think this is like, what the hell are you doing? It feels very like you've been taking some time. You've gone into hermit mode. You've kind of like separated yourself a little bit from your community and what your offerings. And, sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted because I glanced down and this card was hiding behind the others for the record. This card is learning. But it was in the upright. So perhaps that's what you've been doing instead. Taking a pause from your teachings to be able to focus on your learnings. There's been a lot of that in my community, actually. Like a lot of other healers that I've been working with. They've paused a lot of things because they've been focused on picking up a formal qualification in Reiki or kinesiology or NLP. We've got one who's been downloading a lot of like information to then pass on to teach. So there could be this transition where you've paused, you stepped away from your teachings to learn about another thing so you can add to your offerings and add to your own teachings and understandings. Yeah, fucking sure. This shadow work. Yeah, I absolutely feel that that's what's been happening, that you've been like, you've stepped back, you've been focusing on your shadow work, on improving yourself, on getting yourself right, getting your brain right, putting yourself in the right situation, right mindset and energetic set to be able to do what you're feeling like you want to do. And blessings. The unaware, so this one did come out in the upright, but the reverse meaning, the reverse word is like pointing, sticking out a lot more for me, which is unaware. And really goes, okay, synchronicities. It's really going along with a post that I saw in regards to the eclipse season. Is the eclipse takes away a lot of things. It clears out a lot of shit. Excuse my language. But the whole post was like, as it gets rid of your stuff, what is it actually giving you? Like, is it giving you the space or the freedom or the opportunities to be able to do the things that you want to be doing or should be doing? And like just flipping a lot of what you've lost or what's been taken into what's that actually good for, or what's the purpose of it? Why should you not have it in the first place? Like, in finding the gratitude in the things that look really like earth-shattering or really inconvenient or really difficult. So perhaps you've gone through that in the last year, 9 months to a year. I don't want to talk about it. Not me, it's you. Don't worry about it. Maybe you've gone through a lot of those things that they've been really big challenges for you. You've had to learn a lot of these skills. And instead of focusing on why or like what's happened, instead of focusing on the yucky emotions, the anger, the shame, the revenge, we should instead be focusing on what did that give you? What did that teach you? What did that put you in the position to do? Because mine certainly put me in a position to rest, which I don't do. I don't do unless spirit forces it upon me. So when shit hits the fan, it's because I need to be resting and going inwards, and I've just been going, no, but other people need me. No, my community needs me. No, I need, so maybe you're very like focused on giving to other people and contributing to your community and supporting your people rather than supporting yourself at all. And if spirit or the universe has to step in, it's rough, it's big. So I said I was going to read from the book from them. I actually want to do the learning, I think. Welcome to your journey of growth and self-discovery. You are here on Earth to learn through the unique path to soul evolution. That this physical realm offers. The lessons that come your way are opportunities to accelerate your soul growth. Embrace them with open arms as they are a precious gift from the universe. The reflection prompt. What lessons am I currently facing in life? How can I embrace these lessons and see them as opportunities for growth and self-development? What can I do to channel free-flowing energy from my lessons into the world to support others in their own growth and journey in evolution? This was learning. So the things that we spoke about on both the teaching and the blessings and the shadow work are all in the learning book. Of course they are. Of course they are, because it's perfectly perfect. We're going Halloween deck. Bear with me, I don't know how well this one's going to shuffle. Oh, yeah, she shuffles all right. I thought she'd be like real clunky because she's not been shuffled in a while. I'll take it. I'll take it. This bird comes out every time and it's gorgeous. It's one of my favourite cards. Okay, chill, guys. No, don't chill. Give me, but... Night Song, Hidden Talents. This is the one that comes out every time. Every time. Gorgeous, love it. For me, it gives like this yelling about stuff even when you don't think anyone's listening. Like this teaching, the saying the things that need to be said, the synchronicities, whatever, saying them. Even when you don't think there are people that are there to consume it or to hear it or to hear from you. Because what I'm finding a lot in the ascensions for some people is they're just early. You get these transmissions or you get these points earlier than the world needs them. Which means if you sit on them and don't do anything about them because you don't think anyone's listening, because no one is, then when the people actually need it, it's too late. By the time you go, oh, other people have given solutions or other people have sorted it out, and sometimes they're not right. But you don't have the traction because when the first 100,000 people go, what does this mean? Your video wasn't up to be found. So this, for me, is the calling of, even if you feel like you're standing in an empty, dead woods, that you should be calling, you should be speaking, and you should be talking about what you are called to talk about or to teach, whatever it is, because so what I've witnessed is that the ascension in the human race is happening really quickly right now. People are tapping in, they are awakening really, really quickly right now compared to in the past. So I think it will happen a lot faster than you think it would, because normally you would put out this transmission and it would take years before it landed for somebody. It's taking weeks now. So which is why we can't dilly-dally anymore. If you are called, you need to speak, even if you don't think anyone's listening to you, because eventually someone will turn around and go, oh, what is, oh, there, great, an answer. The veil, the future. You can feel like you have no idea what's coming your way. What anything's going to turn out like, how anything's going to be received, how anything will be happening. You've got no idea. No idea. Absolutely blind. Whether that's because you're producing the same thing you've always produced, but the human race is now, it's had a big energy shift in the last year. And now how it was received 6 months ago, it's not received now. So maybe you have no idea how old content or old products are going to be received. Or you've completely done a 180 on your stuff and you're starting all over again in a totally different area. And now we've got no idea how it will be received because it's unlike anything else we've ever done before. You know, sometimes we're not supposed to see it. For the record, sometimes we're not supposed to see it. Very often, knowing what will happen and knowing what is coming and knowing exactly the details of it is the very thing that stumps you in the first place. Because when you reach a problem, you go, this isn't how, that's not how I thought this would go. Like, I'm supposed to be received, like you get this idea in your head on how it's supposed to get to the end goal, and Spirit doesn't work that way. Spirit often works backwards and roundabout, and it's this negative this times this plus the positive of this and the negative of that equals this, and you go, I never would have put that together that way. But that's why we don't, we as humans do not orchestrate. We just live. We live. That's the point. Skeleton, strength. Strength. Must I say more? It's really scary. It's really hard to be doing this. To have been in this like rest and this separate. You've built this kind of safety for yourself. And now you need to step out of it and into the light, and that's really scary. That's really scary. And you've got no idea on the outcome. So it's going to take a lot of strength from you to step into that, and a lot of faith that it's going to go your way. Ancestors. The love and legacy of our DNA. Oh my cat. It's double point. Yes, honey. Yes. So you could be looking at doing some ancestral work, or perhaps you could be looking at guidance from the ancestors, and looking for their help and advice and attention, their magic, their energy. Whether that's from recent or from quite far back. I'm hearing quite far back, like you're looking for like real old. I think that's the goal. I think that that's what we should be looking at when they're a little more connected to tradition and nature and spirit and things of that nature. I'm not going to show you this one. It has a spider on it, and for my arachnophobes, love you. I'm not going to flash it for you. The spider community and web wearing. Weaving. It's a V. Web weaving. Sorry, it's the font. So this is the same deal as your ancestrals. Is it's reaching out to your community and allowing yourself to be supported by your community, and acknowledge that the community that you've built in this little step back, you know, you've kind of built this little community where they are also supporting you, and you are not the pure rock for a lot of these people as you have been in the past. You've done this step away to focus on you, and those that have stayed with you in the community that stayed with you or you found are focused on helping you and supporting you as well. And that's the community that you should be reaching out to right now, both with your family or your lineage, as well as just your physical community around you and the people who are around you who want to see you succeed. Did we see mine? He got impatient. Black cat, fortune meets opportunity. So this screams for me, when there is an opportunity for you, take it. No more umming and ahhing. We don't have time for that anymore. Everything moves so quickly. When there is an opportunity that comes to you and you go, oh, like in your soul feels good, and then your monkey brain kicks in and goes, oh, well, could I make that, but just should that, or will this get in the way of, doesn't matter, make it work. There's an opportunity that comes up that you feel called to, you have to take it. You have to take it. because that's where our success, that's where our illumination comes. Skull of light illuminations. That's where our success, our abundance all comes in when we take those opportunities and they allow us both to illuminate ourselves and others. Oh, how exciting. How exciting. All right, let's do a map. Let's do a map. Sorry, a little loud. The One Ring Circus. What? Number 15. So that feels very like you've been doing this on your own for so long that you have no idea how to do it with support. And you are now being called to reach out to your ancestors and to your community, and suddenly you're not doing it anymore. And that's incredibly uncomfortable for a lot of people. To have to allow themselves to accept help. Especially when you've separated and you've spent so much time alone, you've gone back to yourself, you've put yourself as number one. Now the idea that other people will also put you as number one is scary and hard. But we are receiving this encouragement from our community. We're receiving the support from our community that we have built over this hermit time. Because they have already proven that their goal or their intention is what's best for us. Whether that's stillness and rest, whether that's learning, whether that's teaching or offering the support, where a lot of us, that's what we were doing when we first met them, those that we've kept. They are interested in making sure that we are happy and safe and full. And we have to let them do that. They're there to support us. So now as we're stepping back out of this hermit mode and into our teaching space, energy, holding space for people again, we have to allow them to support us. Even when they show up to these spaces and we go, you don't need this support. Yeah, like, what are you doing? And they go, no, I'm here for you. We have to let them do that. You gotta. Because that's their job. That's what they want to do. They want to support you and we have to let them. Then we have slow and steady. So even though we've just spoken about how quickly the human race is happening right now, or advancing right now, or awakening, perhaps just keep in mind how long that can take, because sometimes that can take a couple of days, sometimes that can take a couple of weeks, sometimes that can take a couple of years, depending on how it works. We need to switch now into divine timing and not earth time. And divine timing is based upon, it's a task list of things I need to do, lessons I need to learn, stuff that needs to happen, and then they happen in an order. So if I go, yep, and I accept it and I absorb it and I move on to the next thing, and I go, yes, and I accept it and I move it, then it can happen really quickly. It can happen in a matter of days. If you are just accepting these downloads and these lessons and just going from them, if you are resistant to any of them, that's where it starts to take a little while. Because if it's I'm getting a call in to do this and I haven't, then the next thing can't happen until you do the thing you're called to do. And you can spend a year going, oh, why isn't anything moving for me? It's because you haven't done the last thing on the task list. That's how divine timing works. It doesn't give a shit about human timing. So if you are coming into resistance of stuff, because she's got like this shell with her, she's inside of this shell. So I think there's a couple lessons and like rough lessons that you need to learn that you've been kind of shielding yourself away from, that you're kind of really scared to. You've built this wall between you and this lesson because you're scared to learn it. And that's fine and that's normal, but we have a emotional support community and group that will hold us in our space while we learn and feel this emotion, because it's likely that this lesson is going to incite some type of like emotions from us. That's okay, that's fine, but the longer we shy away from them, the louder they get, the more they disrupt our lives, and the longer they take for us to move into the good shit. Excuse my language. Unexpected visitor. You've been warned. For some of you, this is like a literal person, and for the others, it's a spiritual entity. It's a energetic entity. So you may be visited by some higher dimensions. You may be getting downloads. If you align with the star seed thing, you might be getting Zoom meetings from your star people in your dreams or whatever. And then there are some others of you where someone will physically turn up and go, surprise, let's get lunch. We need to talk about some stuff. And the stuff that you talk about with them is going to be muy bueno. Alright, we're going to do some runes. Uranus. Oh. That is our bull. This is our hard work. It's our, like, the strength required. You have a task ahead of you. It's a big task. You could do it for fucking sure. Excuse my language. You can do it for sure, but it's going to be work. Don't think it's just going to land in your lap, because it's not. It'll be hard work. You'll love every second of it. You'll love it. You're fulfilled by it. You feel good with it. But you do need to do the work. It's upside down. Am I crazy? There we go. Isla. This is very like hangman vibes. This is like looking at things from new perspectives. It's like his eyes. So it's like I feel like something. There's a personal situation you've kind of been like real icy with, like you've given a cold shoulder to, that you're like not really interested in like revisiting or anything like that. So it could be this opportunity that it's going to come up again, and as we know, we are taking the opportunities as they come to us, to like look back at it again and see if you or the other party have learned and grown, and if you guys are the same people as you were back when that was first an issue, or if you guys have grown since then, and if it could be worth having a fresh look at and just seeing how it lands. Keywords: stillness, self-control, focus, stability, and status. So just connect in with yourself. Who are you now? Are you always the same person? Keep as you were like when this first happened. Keep a cool head and just see where it goes, because you are strong. And things that aren't meant for you don't even cross your door. They don't waste your time. So it's in the belief of that the things that you are given, the things that you see, the opportunities you are given, they are meant for you because you only receive the things that are. I did this. It is a lifesaver, man. I did this switch in my manifestations. My lessons or to the universe. I had like this conversation with the universe, and I was like, I'm so sick of this back and forth of going, should I be doing things? Should I not be doing things? Is this a lesson? Like, is this a test to go, will I go back? I've gone, I'm not interested in that anymore. I'm not interested in this back and forth in myself and this debate in myself. Like, I'm so tired of feeling unsure. So I am now only receiving, I will only be given things that are meant for me. If they are not, I won't get them. Which makes this, it makes the process so much easier, because when an opportunity comes up, like, I know it's right for me, even if I don't want to do it, even if it feels like, oh, there's a lesson there for me, so I'm supposed to be there. So I will only be given the things that are meant for me. The things, the people, the lessons, the opportunities, whatever. If they're meant for me, they come to me. If they're not, they're not even on my radar. So reset an intention with that, with the stuff that comes to you is meant for you. That you're anything that comes to you, you're supposed to be saying yes to. You're supposed to be accepting. And then just stay chill when the things that come to you are things you really don't want to do. Like, that's okay. There's another of this. It's a little card. For me in Australia. For me, I need to double check this. For me in Australia, we're in the Litha season now. We're in spring. Oh no, you don't have a book. Oh. But that has the rabbit too. So we're in the spring season now. We're in this abundance season right now. Like, we have, I'm not sure on the date, but it's like right now. Like, it's really, so this could be your kind of like, fucking gates are open, mate. Let's go. Could be this discussion of they're going, a crown of fire. This is giving like, I am lighting the way. You are. See, she doesn't even have a, she is the flame. So look at her candle. Doesn't even have a flame on her candle. Like, she is. Like, this main light source in this is up here behind her. She is the light. So she is lighting the way. She's allowing, if you turn your light on, if you're standing in a space of darkness and you turn your light on, people find you. So I've had this conversation a lot with people where they've gone, I don't know how to find my people. You don't. Your people find you. You just turn your light on. It's easier for them to see you than for you to see them. So I think that's the call, where like you need to switch your light on and start doing the things you're called to do, and your people will find you. The people who need you, your community, the people you're supposed to be helping, they find you. The Summerlands. This is the full card. This just feels like abundance to me, man. Like, this is just so, I think the place and the environment that you will be in when you are living your light and living what you're called to do is just going to be just like a world that you've never known before. Like, I think it's just turning into this amazing, abundant paradise of a place where everything that you want comes to you, and all the people who love you are there, and all the people you love are there, and it's this kind of perfect little symbiotic environment where everybody's kind of like looking after each other in a way that you've never experienced before. Like, it's got this real like, we've done it kind of like that striving, like this perfect idea, this perfect community that you've had. I think when you're fully living your life, this is what's waiting for you. Like, this time we're like ready to be received that way. And this is the other one I wasn't sure about, Imbolic. I don't know that I remember what that holiday is. Hang on, give me 1 second. Imbolic marks the start of spring in pre-Christian Europe. So even Luther's not spring. Luther's summer. I don't know what's happening. So we're in the symbolic now. It's the start of spring. And in Australia, we're moving into summer. Because they're not peaks. So they do, look, they do feel like time frames being right now at the end of it. Right now, and growing, and knowing that in the next 6 months things are just gonna ramp up. And I've got rabbits in both of these. This could be cool because she's taking cups of water out of this pot and into this. So it could be this like giving parts to yourself. You know, they're like pouring from your own cup analogy that we do. Make sure your cup is filled so that you can, the overflow goes to other people, not directly from your supplies. But it's this like the animals, there's even people back there. I don't know if you can see. So here's our rabbit. And then there's another animal here, and then there's more back there. So like they're like coming into the water that like, so hers is warm water. That's why she's like on the fire. She's creating this warm space, and things are coming. But this is the start. And she's built this crazy warmth and success. Where we are and where we're going. It's going to be rad. Alright, that's everything I've got for you guys tonight. Tonight? What? I need to go back to bed. What's happening? You know, when you have spent hermit mode in like ascension divine time, human time, it's made up, whatever. That's everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, if you want to see those, the Schumann resonance, I've got clips of that. I will post on my Instagram page, so go check that out on my Instagram at Themidgardnorn. Come hang out, come chat. Let me know how this landed for you. I will see you guys next time. Bye.